Hey everybody, Tim Norris here. You know me as the Gray Elephant, and today I'm joined by Amanda Awesome.
Hello.
Hello. What are we playing today?
Mission Xcode.
That's right. So basically what it is we are trying to place cards on each one of the digits on this board here. So we need to be able to collect a set of 3 cards to be able to place on the 1, 2, 3, the pound, the star, and all these cards to be able to break the code. To be able to do that, we start with a hand of 3. The cards that we have in our hand will represent each one of the numbers that are on the playboard. And then what we have to do is we have to try to pass cards back and forth in order to try to get a set of 3 in one player's hand. Once one player does have a set of 3, then they can play them down and they can try to be able to cover up that one number. So like for instance, if Amanda had 3 5s, she could immediately place them onto the 5. Now the 5's been broken, which means that we know 5s are useless for the rest of the game. We do have a hand size of 10 cards. We start with 3. We can basically, there is no like turn in this game. We just simultaneously are going to be working together, drawing cards, calling out what we need, what we have, and trying to pass cards back and forth. Now there is rules to this. If you notice, there are arrows. So for instance, we have a blue arrow up here at the top, which means the only way that Amanda could pass me a card, if I gave her a blue arrow card, is by passing me a card with a yellow arrow. Now this does play up to 8 players, which means that you can only pass to the player to your left or your right, and that means that, as you're working, you would have to try to work cards around the table. But in a 2-player game, it works a little bit different. We just basically have to be able to have a blue card, then she'd have to have a yellow, or she has a blue and then I have a yellow. It's just that simple this way. All right, we do have a timer. The timer is up here at the top of the board. It is I believe, a minute timer. Could be a little bit longer than that, I'm not sure. But regardless, we're gonna flip that over and we're gonna get this game started. If the timer ever runs out before we are able to solve all this, get all of these squares covered up, we lose. Now there are timer cards that are in the deck. If you get a set of 3 timer cards, you can discard those to turn the timer over, and then that would reset it. So you want to try to hang on to those until the last second, until the last grain of salt in there is about to come out. So Amanda, Are you ready? Well, let's go. Boom. Okay, I do have 1 timer in my hand.
I do have one too.
Okay. I don't have any pairs yet though. Do you have any pairs?
Nope.
Okay. I do have 2 zeros. Do you have a 0?
I do not.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7 cards. Do you have any pairs?
I do not.
Oh boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and you can discard cards, but you have to discard cards in sets of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 9 cards. This is my 10th. I do have 2 3s. Do you have a 3?
I do have a yellow 3.
You have a yellow 3. Can I pass you? Do you have any pairs at all?
I now have 2 2s.
You have 2 2s. I can pass you a 2. Can you? What is your 3? Is it a blue?
Yellow.
It's a yellow, unfortunately. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass you a yellow card. So here's a yellow 2. Pass me anything blue. Okay, so that's a timer. That works out. So go ahead and you pick yours up. And now she has 3 2s. Now we know she could place them there. Now I need your 3. So what is your 3? It's a yellow?
Yellow.
Okay, I'm going to pass you a blue star. Pass me your... There we go. And then I'm going to put the 3s. Now I do have 2 timers. Do you have another timer by any chance?
I don't.
Okay.
I have 2 stars.
I do not have any stars, unfortunately. Let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 cards. You have another timer? What color is it?
Yellow.
Yellow. I will pass you a blue pound for your, and then that way now I've got 3 of the timers, so now I can discard to be able to turn that over. So
I have 2 stars and 2 pounds.
I do not have any stars or pounds. I do have 2 6s. Do you happen to have a 6?
I have a 6.
What color?
Yellow.
Yellow. I'll pass you a blue 5 for that. Thank you. And then I'll put down our 6s.
I have 2 5s.
Oh, good. You have 2 5s. That's perfect. All right. Let me see if I can draw. Hey, I got a 5. It's a yellow. Can you pass me a blue card? Okay. I will take your 2. And then you could place those down. I'm going to get the timers. I'm going to discard the timers to flip our thing over. Okay. So I've got 5 cards, 6 cards, 7 cards, 8 cards. I do have a pound. It's a blue pound. Do you have a yellow card to pass me?
Yeah, 9.
That's fine. I can take the 9 because now I have 2 9s. So does that give you all 3 of the pounds? Good. Do you have another 9?
Nope. I have,
You have what?
I have a wild, but I can't pass it to you.
No, you can't pass a wild to me, unfortunately. So let's see.
Okay, I have 2 wilds. Do you want me to
You
hold on to
can
them?
you can combine it with anything if you want it.
So all I have is a 4 and a 7.
I do have a 4 I could pass you. Do you have a yellow card you can pass me?
I do not.
No yellow at all?
Hang on. Okay.
3, 4,
Well,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
my
Let's
third.
draw another one. There's 10. I do have 2 ones. Do you have a 1?
nope.
Oh crap. Okay.
I
I'm
have a
gonna.
yellow pound I can pass you.
Nope. Don't need that. We're done with pounds anyways. If I pass you this timer, do you have any timers?
I have 2 wilds.
2 wilds is all that you have. Okay. You have no 9s.
No 9s.
Do you have any 1s?
Nope.
Okay. I'm at my hand limit, so the only thing I can do is
I
try to
have 2 7s.
2 7s. I'm going to discard 3 cards, and I'll just discard this one to be able to free up my hand. Oh, actually, I don't want to discard that yellow 0. I will discard this 4. Do you have
I have a
a?
9.
Give me a 9. What color is it? Blue. Here's a yellow timer. We got to hurry up. Use that timer to do it with the wilds to be able to flip that over.
Okay, right now.
Yeah,
Okay. Where do I?
they go separate, so you always keep those separate. Okay. Do you have any 0s or 1s?
I have a 0.
I need a 0. What color?
Blue.
Blue. I'll pass you a yellow 1. Okay. And then I do have another 1 as well.
I have a timer and an X. A wild.
I have 2 timers. What color is your timer?
Yellow.
Here's a blue 8. I'll take your timer. So now we have 3 timers, so we know we can flip that over one more time if we need to. We need 8, 7, 4, and 1. Do you have 2 1s by any
I
chance?
have 1 1.
Okay. What about 8s? How many 8s you have?
None.
You should have an 8. I passed you
Oh,
an
yeah,
8.
yeah, yeah. It was upside down.
How many cards do you have in your hand, by the way? You can only have 10.
I do.
Okay, because if you draw more than that, you have to discard your entire hand.
I know. So you want my blue 8?
I will take your blue 8 and I'm going to pass you a yellow 4 for that. Now I have 2 8s. And then I have another 4. How many 4s
I
do you
have
have?
2 4s.
Okay, what color? I have a yellow 4. Can you pass me a blue card?
Yep.
There we go. And now I've got 2 7s and 2
I have a
8s.
7. A
What-
yellow 7.
Here's a. You have a yellow 7. Here's a blue 1.
I
Okay,
have 2 1s.
perfect. Here's the 7s. What about any 8s? You got any 8s?
I do not have any 8s.
Okay, keep going. Okay, I got plenty of timers. I got 4 timers,
I
so
got
we.
2 timers.
Okay, perfect.
I got 2 1s.
You got 2 1s.
Yep.
Oh, we just got to try to.
6 7.
Okay, I'm going to discard this one, and this one, so we don't need them. And I'm going to discard these 3 timers just to flip that over, free up my hand. And I've got a 1. It's a blue. Can you pass me a yellow card?
Yeah.
And if you happen to draw an 8, that's what I need. Just kidding. Got it right there. Boom. We're done. All right. So that was it. That is the game. All right. So that is only box 1 though. All right. And it does look like we won it pretty easy, right? Well, it's to try to get you into the system.
And it's a little bit harder with multiple players.
With more players, it gets a lot more difficult because you have more noise from people talking about what they got. Because like I said, it does play up to 8 players. And it's harder to get the cards around the table. We just wanted to give you a demonstration on how the mechanisms of the game work. And on top of that, now I'm not allowed to open up the contents of this. I talked to the publisher, he wants me to keep it secret from you. But what we do want to show you there are other missions. There's up to 4 different missions according to the rule book. Now this set that they sent me is the set that they were demoing at Gen Con, so I don't have a 4th box, I only have a 3rd box, but I do want to show you kind of how it works. Basically what you do is once you beat a mission, you just break the little seal here, you open it up, there are cards in here with instructions, and then that tells you how to set the deck for the next level. Then you do it again, and then if you beat that level, once again, you open up the next box, break the seal, and you set it up. This one actually hasn't been broken yet. I don't even know what's in there yet. So, but that is the gist of the game. We beat this pretty handily. Good job. We are pretty awesome, aren't we?
We're pretty
Yes, we're quite the cyber police out here. All right, so let's get into our impressions of what we think of the game. Amanda, I'd like you to go first. What do you think?
So it's a good, should say co-op game.
Yeah, co-op.
Working together. Good. You need good communication.
You do.
Yeah.
And patience. And you got to be clear in your talk, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And not get too hyper and yell at everybody because
Yeah.
that could really make everybody stress out and
Yeah.
frustrate. Yeah.
But it's a pretty good game. It goes really fast.
It does, and I think that's
Really
what
fun.
I think that's what I enjoy about
Party
it too.
game.
Party game, whoop whoop. I think that's what I like too, is how quickly it does play. You know, it does seem like, I mean, what did it take us? 10 minutes to get through an entire
Yeah,
session?
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it kind of gets you all pumped up to where, you know, this first level is pretty easy. I mean, and it kind of gets you pumped up to like, oh man, we can go into the next mission. But I will tell you this, it gets a lot more difficult as you progress through this. So don't get too cocky, kid, because as you start going through levels, you're going to find it gets a lot more difficult to try to progress through this game and try to beat the entire thing. But regardless, I think it's a lot of fun. I
I do
think
too.
it's...
I like it.
And we did play with more than just the two of us, and we had a good time then, but we also beat it then as well. In fact, we beat it 2 times in a row. Every time we've played this, I've actually sat down and I've really enjoyed it, and I look forward to try to go through all the missions, to be honest with you.
That would be interesting.
I think so too.
Be harder. You
Right.
think it's a lot harder.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We'd have to crack it open and actually play. But like I said, the publisher does not want me to show you what's in there because we want to leave that as an element of surprise for you to discover on your own. Now, this is, I saw this at Target, so it is available now. And I don't know, to me, I think it's a neat game. I think it's a lot of fun. Like you said, it encourages good communication, good, card management. And, it's one of those ones where you're just trying to hurry up and beat the clock,
Yeah.
So a lot of fun.
Yep.
Final thoughts?
I like it.
Yeah?
It's a good, quick game. Kids can play. Our kids had a good time playing it.
Yeah, they did.
But, yeah. I think with more people, it'd be more difficult, which makes it more interesting.
I think with up to 8, it could be
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I
All right, so that's our impressions of Mission Xcode. We want to say thank you to Amigo Games for sending this to us. And if you haven't yet, do me a favor, hit the like button. And if you haven't yet as well, hit the subscribe button. We've got plenty more games coming to you that we want to show, and the only way to make sure that you're a part of that is to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye-bye.